Hello and welcome to Pearlie's Design Shop. I'm Shirley. It's been a while, so I thought I'd pop on and let you know what I've been up to. In the past, most of my videos have been flip-throughs of journals that I made and listed in my Etsy shop. I haven't stopped making journals, but I'm going to pause listing them in my Etsy shop due to the recent U.S. tariff policy, and our postal workers here in Canada have gone on strike again. So it makes it a little difficult being in a rural area to find other shipping options, etc. So I just wanted to mention that. I do create digital papers, and they are available at my Etsy shop if you're interested. The link is in my on my channel, but I'll also put it below this video. This video will be more about what I've been doing lately. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to show you a few photos of my craft room, which I reorganized and tidied up, and a couple of little projects I worked on in that room. So you're welcome to stick around, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. After spending some time in the garden, I came inside and started cleaning up and reorganizing my craft room. I only took a couple of short videos, which you'll see in a moment, but mostly I took some photos while I was working. It took me on and off about 5 days because I just took my time. So this is just a little peek into my room. I didn't do any major moving around of furniture. Everything was working pretty well for me the way it was. Mostly, I just wanted to rethink and rearrange how I stored everything. So mostly it was organizing shelves and drawers and the closet, which had become a bit of a dumping ground because I could close the door on it. Eventually that desk did get cleaned off, and then I messed it all up again. But I did get the shelves organized and art supplies reorganized, so I'm pretty happy with how it all ended up. So this is just a little peek at my space. And if you're still watching this video, next I'm going to show you just a couple of little projects I've been working on. So if you want to stay tuned, I'll be back shortly with that. Okay, so I'm back, and I had been talking about some of the things I've been doing lately, and one of those was, I'd been watching some videos and Instagram posts about how wonderful jelly plates are, and what people are doing with them, and so yeah, I caved. I went and bought one, and my husband cut me a piece of plexiglass so I could just set it on there. It's kind of sharp around the edges, so here's hoping I don't slice myself open on it. But it's just so that I can easily transfer it from this table to a storage area, and bring it out, when I'm going to be using it. And I did a few, I did a few pieces yesterday. Very first time I've ever tried using a gel plate. I mean, this is really all new to me. I'm almost embarrassed showing you what I did, but I can see why everyone says you never know until you pull the paper up what you're going to get. But in the meantime, I mean, I just love some of the colors that I got. So this is another thing I've been doing, and I hope to bring some more jelly print experiments to the channel. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm back to show you something else I've been working on. I've seen also, like I have been watching a lot of YouTube and you know, watching some Instagram posts and videos. For a while I was doom scrolling a little bit too much, you know, like with everything going on in the world. I just thought, you know, I need to know what's going on, until it got to a point where I didn't want to know as much anymore. So I've been trying to watch mostly you know, happy videos. Obviously some videos about crafting and creating and such. So anyways, something that had been on my mind for a while was burning holes in paper. I like that effect. I like that look. So I knew I had some incense kicking around, and I saw one video. Sorry, this was going back a long time. It just stuck in my mind. So I can't name who made this video, but suggested using incense. So I decided to try that. Pulled out my vintage, I think at this point, incense holder and a piece of incense, lit it, and yeah, started putting it through the paper kind of slowly, letting it burn very slowly. And if I wanted a bigger hole, I would just hold it there a little longer and, you know, just kind of let it burn a little more. And I'll just insert a couple of little short video showing me doing that. I did do it over a foil pan, you know, just so that the ashes would drop into it, and any little, you know, I wouldn't want a little piece of the burning paper to land on my table or anywhere else that might catch fire. So I put a aluminum pan under at one point, and then another point I just laid a damp, I had a damp cloth. So I just laid that down underneath where I was working, so that, you know, if any little sparks did fall down, they would go out on that damp cloth. So I'll insert those little videos. You'll see what I did. These are the results of some of that. So that was just a piece of printed digital. This one is, it's a coffee dyed coffee filter and a book page. And then I did try it on vellum as well. Now with the vellum, I don't know if you can see that the vellum actually kind of melts it and makes some funny looking things around the edge. So I may try that again. I might try that with an actual little flame and see if that works better. Well, that's all I have for today. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next video.